I just got this inspection camera from Amazon. It was only 25 bucks, and it works with my phone. I always wanted a Borescope, but I could never justify spending hundreds of dollars on one. I work on cars, fix stuff around the house, and I'm constantly trying to see into places my head clearly doesn't fit. I really just needed an excuse to justify buying one. Then I bought this abandoned project car, which was the perfect excuse. I'm afraid of what I might find in the gas tank. This used engine is a complete mystery, and there's a bunch of potential hidden problems I just can't see without one. So today we're going to find out together if this cheap camera actually works, or if there's any more hidden surprises in my new project.
This is super easy to set up and use. All you have to do is download the app and plug it in. The first thing I want to do is check out the inside of this engine. My main concern was if there's any scratches on the cylinder walls, but these actually look really good. This also has a second camera so I can look from the side. That gives me a better view of the walls, and I can check out the valves. The LED is bright and the picture is clear. You can still see the cross-hatching on the walls, so that's good news.
My only complaint so far is it's kind of hard to get the camera exactly where I want it sometimes. A more expensive camera would have an articulating head, which would definitely be nice, but for this price point, I really can't complain.
I checked all 6 cylinders, and they all look good, except for whatever that is. Hopefully it's just some debris that fell in there when I pulled the spark plug out. I do wonder if a more expensive camera would give us a better picture to see what that actually is, though. Now let's move on to the gas tank. I tried going through the filler neck, but it kept getting stuck in the pipe, and I couldn't actually get into the tank. I pulled the fuel pump and was pleasantly surprised. This car sat out for years, but it looks like the previous owner drained the tank before forgetting about it. I should probably flush out the little bits of debris, but there doesn't appear to be any major rust or disgusting old fuel, so that's great news. Once again, the camera lets me see a lot, but I can't see everything I want. Again, I feel like the articulating head would really help here. This car has very little rust, but there are 2 spots I found that make me nervous. I want to see what's going on behind it, and if it's any worse. The spot on the floor is totally fine. I feel pretty confident there's no more rust behind it, so I'll just patch that up and should be good to go. But over here where the T-top drains are is a major issue with rust on these cars, and this doesn't look great. That's something I'll probably have to deal with. Moving on, besides cars, I've already used this to find small toys my kids have dropped in a vent and under the stove. There it is. It's also waterproof, so you can use it for plumbing, and it's helpful for electrical or other work that requires looking inside your walls. In my opinion, this does about 90% of what I want it to for about 20% of the cost, so I'll take that deal. I do wish I got one with an articulating head, but for my budget and the amount I'm going to use it, I'm happy with this one. I think it's a great addition to any car guy's or homeowner's toolbox.
To be completely honest with you, I didn't even know this kind of camera was an option until a couple of weeks ago. I'm glad I found it though. It was definitely worth a try, and I'm glad I have it in my toolbox. If you want to check one out for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I try to get to every comment on all my videos. And if you want to see what other problems I find with this 300ZX project, make sure you check out the 300ZX playlist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.